Hello everyone, recording is starting. There we go, perfect.
I just cast Dissipation by accident.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep. Bye, Eos. Do you want to go into a channel so Wolguf can chat with us?
Is he on? You can tell him he can join us if he wants.
Well, we're in a channel.
I realize that, but you can swap.
Oh. Yeah, I said it. I'll hop down.
Allow.
I heard you. How's it going?
Hey.
We are enjoying Surkai. So, you've never tanked this ever?
No, only DPS.
I guess that's fair. You didn't start tanking until you got to Stormblood.
So you pulled this pack to, like, where the next staircase starts. Because the fan is going to knock us, like, to the platform when it dies.
Trying to remember where to look for my grease lightning. Because now appears with the 3 little lightning bolts on the side. So we'll
I have to see what comes up.
Did you
What's
enjoy? Did you enjoy Stormblood?
I did. It was a great story.
It's
Well,
not over
everything
yet.
to make it. That's true.
But yes, I really enjoyed the story in it.
So is Monk that much different now?
I can't say for anything past 60, but
Oh, that's true.
the main difference I find is I no longer have blood for blood, and I no longer have touch of death, so my opening is completely screwed up. Sometimes I find myself standing there pushing the button where touch of death would have been, and I'm like, why isn't it activating?
That was pulleys anyway. Yeah, I can imagine Blood for Blood not being there. It's like, oh, where's my DPS button?
Yeah, I still got an internal release, but it's odd, and I still forget to use Forbidden Chakra. In its current form, it's really not that great. Like, until we get that trait that lets it generate when other people crit or something like that, it's not worthwhile.
Yeah, we had a monk in our group that gave like a damage buff to the whole group or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got something like that.
Yeah, he like was very vague about how he explained it, and then the person was like asking, and I was like, it's good that they're inquiring about stuff like that. So I gave them my commendation.
Alright, so for this guy, Wolguf, you kind of just want to make sure that we push, you don't move him on top of the corpses that when we defeat the little Moogles.
Like, I think
Okay.
you can just tank him, like, where he is most of the time.
Did you guys worry about the ads, or should I pick them up?
You should pick up Mogson, but
Yeah, Mugson is the only one that matters.
okay. When he starts casting something, we then push them away from him. And out of these circles, essentially. Yeah.
Run too. That one got pushed too much.
It's unfortunate, but it'll just wake up. It's not a big deal. If it happens once in a while. Oh, and these canes will appear. They'll do like a T across.
Oh yeah, they'll do it.
Like that.
Oh, there we go. It's been a while since I did this dungeon, even as a DPS.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if the how the knockback thing worked or not. I just defeated Palm Fluffer. That's a disturbing name. Really, the main one you want to not let awaken is Mogson,
Okay.
because he'll put a shield on the boss. Hey, Palmfire woke up. Sorry, they can be ignored at this point. Asian Genji, why do you want to die? That's rude. Is this game free or does it cost money? It costs money, unfortunately. But personally, I find games that have subscriptions have a higher requirement to take care of their servers and their player base. And FF14 typically does a decent job. Typically. Early access excluding, notwithstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, banning me.
Yeah. Well, one might say that they did a service to the person who got you banned.
No, oh, you're not supposed to pull his soul here.
Oh, that's alright. I've seen worse.
I haven't.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm joking, but
What's wrong, Asian Genji? What's got you down? But yeah, unfortunately, this game does have a cost, Nicholas. Oh, that's right, direct hits. Those are a thing.
bird's gonna come through, and something you want to stun.
Breathwing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for the cheer. You probably be a healer? White Mage is... I don't know what place they're at 70, but for most of 60, they were pretty good. They always shift around the strength of characters based on various changes they make, trying to balance everything. The one thing about an MMO is that they're always trying to balance everything, and that tips the scales constantly. So right now, monks are probably overpowered as fuck because it is the monk expansion. I
Yeah,
can't.
but it's the samurai and red mage expansion.
I dare say it's more samurai than red mage because red mages
Yeah,
feel like
red
they were
mage
just.
is like it doesn't exist.
It feels like
In
they were
any of the
just
story,
included.
There's like none, but they're samurai.
Yeah, it feels like it was just tacked on as a new class for people, but there's no red mages in the story except for one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But Seriously though, thank you for the cheer, Genji. I appreciate it. So does Wolguff.
Thank you, Genji.
Ah, Wolguff. He's such a good sport.
This is how not to tank.
Oh, you're doing
This
fine.
is fine.
Healing's fine. It's okay to like it. Windtrig here, she
No, it's
primarily
not.
plays healer. She's terrible at it, but she primarily plays healer.
Yeah.
Hey, she healed me through expert this morning.
Yeah. Remember, Miro, how I was like, oh, I've never died on that boss at the end of Fist
Yeah.
dungeon? I died twice.
Well, here's a fun thing. Why do you keep doing expert
What was
before I
it?
get up?
No.
I
no,
asked
it
her.
wasn't expert. He had to run it specifically.
Yeah, to
Oh,
unlock
okay.
it.
Plus, it was before reset anyway.
Quasar. So for this horse, we kind of just beat on him until he decides to run away. We want to stay in the middle of his back, and then he's going to land on one side of the platform. That one? Alright. And then we move to the edge. And then Wolguff kind of steps out, and then it's in. That works too.
I see what you mean. You do have to step out and step back in.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was annoyed with how they made this boss's positioning for. Oh shit. That's
my fault.
that entire wall is. Yep. Yeah.
Ah, we still got it. This is
Yeah,
just
fair
hard
point.
mode now.
I've seen worse.
Healer, magic, archer, gunner. Yep, those are all good rolls, and they are all in this. Oh, you playing Quasar at Wolguff. Why can't they do that more often?
What are you trying to say?
That you should be electrocuted more often?
Alright.
Silly was telling me that you get turned on by being electrocuted, though.
You know, he's not supposed. It's supposed to be in confidence.
Well, he assumes that when you tell him things, that means he can tell me things.
Oh.
It's a written clause in his agreement.
Oh, I guess I'm just included.
Indeed. And when you tell me things, it's PMS included, so it basically just becomes a giant chain. Until
Where's the fine print? Where's the document?
Silly has it.
Ah.
Yeah, it basically just becomes a giant chain until the entire FC knows.
Well, that's
Yeah,
wonderful.
I like when people talk to Miro like about me or think that like he's going to do something on his own in the FC like without my knowledge, or they want to like undermine me or whatever, when like Miro has the exact same philosophy about things that I do.
Blurry May! Hello, what is it with people coming into my chat telling me they feel like dying today?
What the fuck?
I'm very confused. What's going on?
What is wrong with people?
Did I miss something
had a
happening
good
in the
night.
world today?
But seriously, did you ever find out what was wrong?
No, Asian just cheered me, and then I assume he's still here. No, Asian Genji came into the chat today and said it too. Right now, we have myself as a monk. Wolguff, the blue icon in the chat, is a warrior. Piamet, the green icon, is a scholar. And Tozen, the bottom red one there, that looks like a spearhead or arrowhead, is a dragoon. Dragoon is a very powerful melee DPS if you can master it. I'm not sure if it's still the strongest of the melee. I think Samurai might be right now. But for all head and lords, Dragoon and Monk just traded back and forth because Dragoon was typically higher because Monk was a lot harder to play. But if a Monk could do it well, they could out DPS a Dragoon. How you doing, Blurry? Or Mai? Which do you prefer? Aranea, yep. Miro is a monk. So this is an interesting end boss. He says, Nidhogg will spare thee no clemency, and thus neither must I. But, I'm not surprised about that, given that Nidhogg is not a paladin. So what's going on, Blurry? What are you doing this weekend? Got any plans?
So you want to take on like that platform's fine, and just make sure you're always near an edge, because the melee or I will be targeted by a thunderstorm.
Alrighty.
There it comes. Okay, Matt.
Hate that.
Buying a new keyboard. What'd you do to yours?
And be ready to jump.
I guess that's fair. You don't necessarily have to have destroyed it to get a new one. Touché. I currently use a Logitech G19.
I can place EOS in the middle there.
No, not G19. I use a Logitech G910, the Orion Spark. Comes a limit break.
Still don't have your macro.
No, I keep forgetting to make it on this character.
I like this dungeon a lot.
It's pretty good. Shit.
Nice.
There you go. And I hit level 61.
Congrats.
Oh, you used the Orion Spark as well? I really like it. It's not giving me any problems.
Oh wow. Yeah, I showed Miro that keyboard, and I was like, I want this. And he was like, so do I. And then he bought it, and I did not.
It's true. The PMS shows me things, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy this just to spite you.
Yes.
Interestingly enough, I do that to my brother. There we go. Okay. Leave dungeon.
Thanks, Volka.
No problem, anytime.
Yeah, Razer keyboards are really good too.
I use Logitech. My keyboard is Logitech G710 Plus.
Alright, cutscene. Even bereft of an eye, my broodbrother was a fearsome foe indeed. But fucking dragon. But having tasted thy strength firsthand, I do begin to see how thou didst bring him low. Heidelin chooseth her servants well. Very well, I shall trust in the seed of man one last time. By thy deeds shall the hope that linger yet withineth my heart, be kindled anew, or extinguished forever.
Your trial is ended as well, then?
Mine was brutal beyond reckoning. Hraevelgr seems ill-acquainted with the notion of mock battles.
That you yet stand is ready proof of your determination, mortals. Let us fight as allies then, and together banish my broodbrother's vengeful shade. On my oath, the wrath that was once Nidhogg shall meet its end. This I swear on the memory of my beloved Shiva, and the soul of lost Isael. I like how Aymeric and Alphino run up there like, oh, your trial's done? Oh man, ours was so brutal. It's like, fuck you, you didn't have to fight Hraevelgr. Oh my poor ribs. Hraevelgr saw fit to pair me with Vidofnir, but her ferocity was such that I began to wonder if I hadn't simply imagined her injury. Yet my trial pales into insignificant next to yours. How fared you in your duel with Hraevelgr? I take from this that your battle was rather more involved than my own. Vidofnir, I don't know how to pronounce that fucking name. Hraevelgr seemed largely concerned with how long he could keep me rolling in the dust. Between dodging and snapping fangs and slashing claw, I scarce had time to aim a blow. Had he truly meant to harm me, of course, I would not be standing here now. Plainly his intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training about the speed of the dragon, his balance, his blind spot. It was, in short, a very thorough lesson. Yeah, 1 second. Share screens with Pac-Man. There's a chance she'll have to voice Morgan. Ow, 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 Kupo! Miro, let me begin by congratulating you on the completion of your trial. For one with the name more befitting a jester, you fight with the savagery of a rabid demon. Do you see how my wings are kinked? Even my palm aches. After this drubbing, I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for some time, Kupo. Possibly indefinitely.
But when I told you about Miro's trial, I didn't mean for the rest of us to suffer.
That's triple shifts for you, Muggin.
Triple? That's not fair. There's no justice. None at all.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hraevelgr's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike. Oh gods.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Nidhogg's shade hath taken wing.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
Alright, so. Yeah, the game itself has a subscription. It's $15 a month. Or there is a cheaper option where you can only have one character per server, which is really all you need because you can beat every job on every class. Or on every character, on any character. But you do need to pick up A Realm Reborn, Heaven's Ward, and Stormblood. I'm pretty sure they sell A Realm Reborn and Heaven's Ward together now. An end to the song. Aymeric is desperate to fly to Ishgard's defense. Ishgard will not last long against Nidhogg and his horde. We must away. Knows you then what this war portendeth?
Aye. I must return to my city without delay.
Then we shall lend you our wings. Let us meet with Nidhogg on the field of battle and together bring an end to his wrathful song. Yeah, guys, I kind of grew up with this stuff and how expansions work, so. Cutscene.
Remember your training! We hold fast until the Lord Commander returns. Ugh. We must hold!
Reinforcements! By the Fury, that one is the size of Nidhogg.
Lord Commander!
You are late, Warrior of Light.
Wherefore standest thou these vermin, brother? Abandon this war, shade. The suffering thou sowest serveth no end. The traitor's progeny have learned of their forefathers' betrayal, and seek now to make amends for our kind. Never shall our grief be assuaged, nor our loss forgotten. But reconciliation may yet halt the spread of this plague of enmity. Forsake thy vengeance and be at peace. What soft-hearted ramblings are these? Thy dalliance with that vile maid hath robbed thee of thy wits. Mayhap her cloying perfume hath made thee forget the stench of our brood sister's lifeblood. Thou darest speak thus of my beloved. Ah, so the flames of thy rage have yet be kindled. I feared thy heart's fire had long since gone out. But waste not thy fury on words, brother. Thou shalt have need of it for the battle. Gah. Thou art weak, Hraevelgr, a slithering worm who fawneth on the vermin who should rightfully be his prey. For 1,000 years I have fought without cease, and thou didst think to prevail against me? Glory not in thy victory, shade. The battle is not yet won. My power and my hope have I entrusted to another. Thine eye, what hast thou done? Fool! Thou would trust a mortal with thy strength? I know thee. 'Twas thou who didst intrude upon my lair and best the half of me. But now I am whole, and naught in creation shall deny me my vengeance. The final steps of faith, now accessible.